Anyways. Hey gang, how's everybody doing? Yeah? Don't worry, all you gotta do is listen to me and then we drop the iPads. So a few more minutes and we'll get through this. So I guess I want to start off just saying I hope everyone enjoyed Dr. Golfman's talk this morning. I can tell you that she's pretty spot on most of her points, especially the one about meeting your life partner while you're here. I think I have 3 weddings to go through over the next year, all former grad students or current grad students. And if I had to venture a guess, there's probably a few more coming as well. But yeah, today I'm just going to talk to you about the importance of a work-life balance in graduate school. Sometimes we get too involved in our graduate work. We actually forget about, I guess, the rest of life, because let's be honest, work's only a small portion of what we do for our entire lives. But there's also the end that we sometimes get too involved in our social life and we'll let the work slide. Let's be honest, I've had probably both of those situations occur in my grad studies, so they might happen, but there's just a couple quick ways to work through that. So I guess to start off, you decided to come to grad school, eh? And trust me, they don't give PhDs an awesomeness. I'd probably have 3 by now if they did. But it might be kind of a monumental task the first day here, hearing about all this information and stuff, but even though this book says surviving your stupid decision, it might feel that way for the first few weeks, but trust me, by the end, you'll be glad you did it. So I guess, what is work-life balance? Well, let's break it down kind of into the different points. First, we have work. Okay, what's work? Well, me, I'm a chemist. So here's me working in the lab with my proper personal protective equipment, of course. I got my lab coat and safety glasses on. Ignore the fact I'm not wearing gloves, but that's okay. I'm sure what I'm touching is benign anyway. But for a lot of us in thesis-based programs, or it holds true for course-based programs as well, we basically have our lab work or our research work to do. That includes kind of the coursework as well. And at the end, we get to this part where we need to write up a thesis, which is actually the part I'm at right now. And kind of this PhD comment down here, that the relationship with my thesis, it's complicated, might not be strong enough words. Because I'll tell you one thing, a thesis takes longer to write than you think it will. So be prepared for that. But that's essentially the work part in this work-life balance. We have our graduate work to do, and that's kind of the important part. That's why we're all here, really, is to get these graduate degrees and then work further on in our life's endeavors. But the second part of this is life. So life happens. You gotta let it happen, but you also gotta make some time for that life as well. So you got myself here with a bunch of grad students, enjoying life, I guess you could say. So one thing to do that is just go to social parties, have gatherings, have friends over, go to friends' house, go out and such. And that's one way to make sure you keep up with the life aspect of your life. The second one is, you see me here, that's me in my goalie gear. Me, a lot of what I do for enjoyment is play sports, play hockey, play baseball, golf, such. That works for me, doesn't work for anyone. But find what that enjoyment is for you and make sure you make time each week for it. Me, I play hockey at the same night with the same group of guys all throughout the year. It's kind of my reward for working hard throughout the week, so I know I can go that one night, play hockey, and have some fun out there on the ice. But this idea of balance, it's kind of crazy talk, right? We can't balance all this. You might find yourself in your office staring out the window, just waiting for the day to be over. I can't do this because my office doesn't have a window, so I just look at the wall. Maybe I'll put a nice picture up. But we have to be really careful we don't turn into this workaholic, where essentially we spend our entire lives working in our lab or office, and we never leave them. That's not a healthy way to go about things. And you'll actually find that if you spend too much time in your office, your productivity actually decreases because you look for other things to do, whether that's, I don't know, watch Netflix for way too long and finish a series in a day. But I've never done that. But basically, we need to find a way to really work this balance between the two. So what I mean by balance is yeah, you want to work hard, but you want to reward yourself with some fun. So Andrew actually mentioned a little earlier, kind of set yourself milestones, whether that be you want to make a milestone for a day, make a milestone for a week. Some people make goals lists and they check it off as they go through. Other people do different ways, but whatever that is, if you get done what you're looking to get done, make sure you have that kind of pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Whether that for me is going out and skating, playing hockey, going to trivia or just these social aspects, or with whatever it is for you. Just make sure you reward yourself with these opportunities when you've finished working hard. There's a story to me soaking wet there, but I won't get into it. Apparently I don't know how to kayak. So what I mean, you gotta try and keep this work-life balance together while you're in grad school. So you really need to make time to relax and take a break. So you need to set aside time, make sure you set aside time, even if you're swamped, you need to set aside that time to just kind of pull back, whether it's just going home and watching a movie by yourself or going to the movies, going out with friends, whatever that may be for you, just make sure you do it. One good ways to do this is, as we've touched on this already, is meet people and be adventurous. Now, by I mean be adventurous is maybe do a different activity you haven't done before, whether that's, I don't know, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything, because I would do anything. But try new things. Luckily, you'll probably find out there's something that you really enjoy doing that you never thought you would. And this last point, kind of get involved in something you care about. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be a cause. That could be if you like playing video games. I know there's some video game clubs around. Just get involved in something that interests you. Get involved in a group of people that have those same interests, and you'll find that your social kind of network will expand. But you'll also look forward to those evenings spent with these people, and you'll find that you actually work better when you have something to look forward to at the end of the week, because you want to try and reward yourself, so you want to try and work hard. So again, as Dr. Lai said, you don't feel guilty by going out and doing something fun and adventurous. So friends is a big part of this. You got to meet people. So I can't really underestimate the first sentence here, that the friends you make in grad school will last. And that's actually really true. A lot of my friends that I met in grad school have really turned into some of my closest friends. You can tell by I've been invited to multiple weddings now. And there's kind of a special bond you kind of form with your friends in grad school. So you kind of both been through the battle. You know what it's about. You both had probably your struggles, probably talked about it, helped each other work through them. And that's kind of a relationship you can't get with, say, your high school friends or even your undergraduate friends. Because let's be honest, no one else in grad school gets it. It takes a special breed for us here in grad school. But the question is, well, where do you meet people? There's all our opportunities all over the place to meet people. I just want to ask here, if you're sitting beside somebody, did you know them before this morning? Probably not, right? Boom. You made one or two new friends sitting beside you. And actually, another one through kind of this week is one of the best opportunities to meet friends. Not just through kind of the Grad Fest events, but also kind of through things like this and through different orientations. Take the time to go up and you see a group of people. You might be a little shy. Go up and say, "Hey, how are you guys? I'm so and so, and I study this. What are you guys in?" And you'll find that the amount of people you meet will be staggering, and the amount of people that you will continue to hang out with throughout your grad program will remain large. So I said this, kind of meet people right here, right now, people in this room. Well, hey, you got one thing in common. You all came to graduate orientation. There, let's start some friendships. And then Grad Fest. Grad Fest is a big one. I guess going back to my statement earlier about the multiple weddings, I think a few of those relationships started this week a couple years ago. So, now that's not any pressure, obviously. There's been some non-successful ones as well. But really, make an effort to at least come out for a couple events and just talk to people. Because as was mentioned earlier, first of all, Newfoundlanders really, really nice people. They'll talk to you even if you don't understand them. Which, by the way, even if you are from an English-speaking country, that doesn't mean you'll understand them anyway. Especially a cab driver, but you'll find that out. But kind of keep your eyes peeled for social events throughout the year. So there's a bunch of different social events. There's lots of different ways to find out about these with social media and all that. But if you see something that piques your interest, hey, why not? Go spend an evening, I don't know, knitting, if you've never knitted before. I don't know why I thought of that one. Maybe because I've never knitted before. Maybe I'd like it. but just keep trying new things, and keep trying to expand that kind of social network you have. And that includes kind of the clubs that you have with clubs that have your interest. Just want to kind of start off or finish off with just stay active, whatever that may be. If that's for you going to the gym or it's playing sports. Here's me. This is actually a hike. It's only probably about 45-minute drive away from town. So you can see right in the bay there, nice view. Stay healthy, and that's not just physical. It's also kind of mental. You need to, again, keep yourself active in the physical side, but also you'll find your mental health will be better if you have friends that you can go and hang out with. Because a lot of times grad school, sometimes we feel alone, like, oh, my reaction isn't working for 4 months in a row. But then you go to say a friend in a different faculty, and they'll be like, oh, my PCR isn't working for 4 months. I used a biochem one just because I knew I'd be right, and it'd be a real thing. But these kind of minglings of grad students, you find that even though your research isn't going to be the same, a lot of times you're going to probably have similar struggles with things not working, so on and so on. So these get-togethers, you'll find that if anybody knows Seinfeld, the airing of grievances, that's actually very therapeutic. Get together with a bunch of grad students and be like, this GD thing isn't working. And you'll find that the other grad student's thing isn't working either. And then, hey, you'll feel better about it because it's not just you. So that's my motto, which I guess at times lived too well, is to work hard. So work hard, get your work done. It's a lot more rewarding when you get something done during the day than if you spend all day watching Netflix. But again, reward yourself with the kind of the work hard, play hard. So you need to again reward yourself with your hard work by going out and having some fun, whatever that might entail for you. And I just want to quickly finalize with the schedule of events here for GradFest. So a shameless plug for GradFest this week. So just after this barbecue, again, starting 3:30 at Bitters. Tickets for these events will be sold at that barbecue, so you can come to Bitters, buy some tickets for some events. A lot of them are real fun. I won't say my favorites because that defeats the purpose. But again, anyways, good luck. Keep fit and have fun.